If you want to know the top 10 things that will help you cope with this isolation period, this lockdown in this pandemic, stay tuned. Welcome aboard Julie City once again. As usual, I'm so excited to have you here. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, you are highly welcome. In fact, welcome aboard. My name is Juliet Otuma, a registered nurse and midwife practicing in the UK at the moment. Please stay with us. Stay in our community. You're highly welcomed. Our residency permit is that red subscribe button. Yes, click on it and that notification icon. That way you get notification for all my uploads as soon as they come. As for my returning subscribers, wow, I so appreciate you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So before I just go on to this video, I'll quickly say thank you very much for all the calls, the texts, the support I have experienced or seen in this my last video. Yes, he said it's okay to cry. I just want you to know I'm in a good place, and it wasn't just my burden in that video. It was the burden of my colleagues and key workers, men and women who are in grief and in mourning at the moment due to this pandemic. People, thousands and thousands of people, particularly in the UK. As I'm making this video, we are pursuing 13,000 people who have died in it. So, and it's still going on. The separation, the isolation, all of it. It's a combination of all that emotion that was expressed in that video. So thank you so very much for your support. I appreciate it. Please do well to share. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express our emotions. But like we learned in that video, it's an acceptable human expression. So we move into this video right now. The first thing to do is to please turn off your news alert. And before I expatiate on that particular point, I will put out a disclaimer here. I did not say stop listening to information regarding the pandemic. It's important that you stay abreast with what is going on, because with proper information or the right information, you can make the right decision. So I'm all for information. However, there's so much news or updates and death and sadness and grief going on at the moment, and conspiracy all put together. If you sit in front of the telly or on your internet or even on the radio, listening, watching, all of these 247, you will soon realize that your physical and mental health will be in jeopardy. So it's important that you schedule a time. Personally for me, in the morning when I wake up, I listen to the news to understand if there's anything that has been different in the last 12 hours that I was asleep. Check out the local news, check out the international news. Then that way I'm updated. And then the next time I go back to this news is in the night. I love the 10 o'clock BBC news here in the UK. So I get all the updates, both the national and the local, and then I listen to also the international. And that way, in the morning, I know what is happening. And before I go to bed, I know what is happening. Except there's anything extraordinary in between, I try to stay away from it. Yes, I go on my social media. Yes, I see sometimes I click in, maybe just random, but I try to stay away from listening to the news from dusk to dawn. So that's my advice. The second point I would say is, if you are a 9 to 5 person, so it's a person that is used to going in and out, as in you have a regular job that takes you out of the house in the morning and you come back at a specific time, then it will also be ideal in order to cope with it, because it can be frustrating just waking up and not knowing what to do. Although some people say doing nothing is also very good sometimes. So, but then you can keep a routine, maintain that your routine. I know children are at home now, so for those who have younger children as well, they have time when they go to school. So when you wake up as per you don't have to wake up strictly. If you used to wake up at 5 a.m., then you wake up at 5 a.m. No, enjoy your sleep while it lasts, because we will soon be over this by God's grace, and the whole hustling will begin again. So try and keep a schedule. that will help you cope if you're a 9 to 5 person. I am a night shift person anyway, so it's different for whatever you do. But keeping a routine, especially for the kids, a specific period of time, they get to do their work, some school work, some chores and all of that. That will keep everybody in check. Well, it's not every day you wake up and you're upbeat and you're good to go. There's sometimes you wake up and you just feel rubbish for that day. Please don't beat yourself down. Enjoy the grumpiness, but please don't let it last for too long. And if you're, another thing I'll just add in here, if you're the type, like if you go to 9 to 5 and you have to wake up, dress and make up, and you feel a bit like down, have been in your pajamas, you don't have to stay in your pajamas because you're on lockdown. Please get up, dress up, make up, and just enjoy the day. So, I mean, making a routine, having a time for waking up and having a time to go to bed. That way you don't disorientate yourself so much. And when the time comes when we have to go back to work, you're not completely out of it. Because personally, when I'm off on annual leave after 2 weeks, when I come back and I have to go back to work, oh my God, I'm all over the place. So if you have a form of routine, it will help you cope. But there are days you wake up and you just don't feel like it. Please enjoy that doing nothing day. It's also important that we have, after all this busyness these years, this is just take it as a holiday. This is an opportunity to wind down. So just enjoy your home, enjoy your family, and if you're living alone, just enjoy the quiet. Yeah, that's it. So moving over to number 3 point, we will look at exercising, finding a way to keep physically fit. Because one thing that will happen is already happening to me, if you see my cheeks, is that we sit in one place, wake up, stay in bed, put on the telly or have our phones, and you're looking at the phone. Before you know it, it's 12 o'clock. You nib on something, nib on another thing, have a cup of tea, have a cup of chocolate, and then it's lunchtime, have something to eat in between, watch more movies. And before you know it, you're piling on this weight. It's not good for our physical, apart from the weight, it's not actually good for our physical health, because our body needs to also be upbeat so that we don't end up developing other medical complications. The exercise kind of helps you to keep mentally alert as well, because it can be daunting. There are so many things to deliberate, to think about. There's so much anxiety, health anxiety. Am I going to be the next person to get it? Am I not going to be the next person to get it? Is my family safe? Is my family not safe? You're just considering finances. What am I going to do? Work, is that? There's so much anxiety around. So having a form of physical exercise kind of helps you cope with it. On YouTube, you can find free ones, proper fitness exercise that you can join and do. So you can actually put on a music that you like and dance to it vigorously. That's where you're exercising your body, you're sweating it out, your whole spirit, soul, mind and body is coming together. So yeah, physical exercise is good. Going out for a walk is very healthy. I do that when I'm on my day off, you know, because I'm a nurse. I go to work. We're not on lockdown. I have to go to work, but then on my days off, I always enjoy a walk with my husband and or my family or whoever is available. Yes, it's good for our mental health, it's good for our physical health. So the walking alone makes your physical health fit, and the whole surrounding yourself with a bit of quiet while we are walking, the scenario kind of brings body and mind together, really. So yes, a form of exercise a day does help. Another form of distraction, which is also good, is actually bury yourself in the world of fiction. Yes, when I mean fiction, I mean like a movie. Yes, Netflix, DSTV, depending on what country you're watching from and what is available for you, to you, those movies you've missed out on, yeah, this is a time to catch up on it. You can use it as a way of just going into the movie world and living in that world and kind of forgetting about all this lockdown, all this separation and all of that. Yeah, it's a good distraction. You can also do something like listening to music. Yes, have a relaxed music time and just enjoy the beats. And if you're the one that likes moving, yes, while you're moving, you're exercising yourself, body and soul and the mind coming together to work for good. And if you're the type that love reading, yes, this is the time for you to engage in it. Personally, I used to love reading many years ago. Being busy, parenting and work, career, all of that has actually taken me a lot away from reading an actual book. I'd rather watch a book movie or listen to a story being told rather than actually reading. But yeah, if you're on lockdown and there's nothing to do and you're a book lover, this is the time to catch up on all those novels you've missed out. If you want to learn a language, if you're game for it, just pick something that makes you happy and dwell in it. Take it as your own time. Then it's allowed for you to just indulge yourself. Communication cannot be overemphasized in this isolation period. Yes, it's also important because we are maintaining social distance away from our family, our loved ones, our friends, our colleagues. It will be a good time to keep in touch. Yes, absolutely keep in touch through phone calls, through video calls. Video calls are absolute ace. Like personally, I love the WhatsApp call. I love the Messenger video call and Zoom, Skype. I know people who have posted on their Facebook pages that they play games with their family, their parents, their brothers or sisters and friends, actually via social media calls. So yeah, you can actually just literally thinking outside the box what you can do with what you have. Yes, making do with what you have. Keep in touch with your loved ones. Keep in touch because you can't go out, yes, but you can't be stuck in the house if you're not a key worker. You have to find a way to keep informed, to keep entertained, to keep in touch. Human beings, we are not made to be isolated, yes, but we know that this is essential so that this pandemic will just end. If we decide to break the rule and go out, then we continue to prolong the time we stay at home. But when we think outside the box and engage in some of these options that are available to us right now, not the best, but then it's there. I'm glad that it happened when we have connectivities that are free. Imagine if you had to call somebody when there was no WhatsApp or Messenger or Facebook or FaceTime or Zoom or, oh my God, that would be another issue. But then we have all this at our disposal. I know not everybody is comfortable using some of them, but then this is an opportunity to learn, isn't it? Yes. So phone calls, video calls, they are all ways we can stay in touch with our loved ones. You can sit at your back garden and just stare at the trees that are around, or stare at the birds, whatever is available to you that is nature. If you don't have a garden, it's not the end of the world. You can stay by your window and just watch the sky. I'm sure you've not done that. Probably the last time you stared at the sky was when you were young, trying to figure out the stars and the moons. Yeah. But then you were really, really happy. But the stress of life, which you understand adulthood brings, has taken all that away. So this is the time to reconnect to nature. So yeah, if you have no back garden, you can actually sit by your window and just watch the world, the quietness that has come through this isolation. Yes. Otherwise, if you have a back garden, yes, go up to your back garden certain times instead of sitting indoors and staring at the TV or the computer or the phone all the time. Just relax there and enjoy the moment. And if you live by nature park, then go for a walk there. Observe what is happening. Find the new routes that are definitely away from where there's a lot of crowd. What about revisiting old pictures? Have you ever thought about it? Yes, I'm sure somewhere in the house, in the attic, under the bed, inside the old box, in the garage, wherever it is that you're packing stuff, you might have actually been considering going through those old stuff to see what is available. Yes, if you bring out your old albums and go through it, it's a way of bringing back memories that sends out the right signal to the body, releases that love hormone, that happy hormone. That way it suppresses all form of stress. Yes, so going through your old stash of photographs and seeing how far you've come actually is a source of strength and encouragement for you to face these hard times, knowing that better days are ahead. Actually, you can share some to those involved. Like I have my lovely brother-in-law, I call him Uncle D. He is so good at going through those stats. He used to love taking photographs many years ago, and he will send us some. They are actually, they bring some wonderful memories. Yeah. So that's a good way to cope in this period. Instead of just sitting and moaning and being grumpy all day, watching everything that is going on, this news and everything, and getting really, really depressed. That could be a way that you could use to distract yourself from this whole isolation. So yeah, go through your old photographs, go through your old stash of clothes, go through old items that you've been considering doing for a very long time. This is your time. Just do it, do it, do it. Engaging in fun activities. Yes. So I've had Scrabble probably for 10 years. there was a time we couldn't do without it, and then it went on a break. The Scrabble has been in the garage and nobody has touched it. I came back from work 2 weeks ago, and that was the Scrabble. My kids managed to locate it, and honestly, it has been keeping us entertained. I'll just show you. You can't get that rating anyhow you do. You blocked it.
I've gotten it.
You're not getting it.
See, I've gotten this too.
So you're trying to retrieve your triple number. That's
this is 18. Then this is 2, 3, 4, 8. That's how much.
They were not seeing what you're doing. I hope you're doing the right thing.
Oh my god. Ah! I thought you wanted my hands on the table. Oh.
Yeah, so we've also acquired, I ordered via online, a Ludo, snake and ladder, tennis board. Yeah, we just want to make the best of it. You know what I'm actually enjoying? In a way, it's a good thing because my nest has been empty for a while. So I have this opportunity. All my kids are back home. My husband is at home. So it's when I'm not working, I actually try to make the best out of it. So if you're like,
I'll get to next time. I can advance on the ladder. Ladder of opportunity. 5. I am having so much fun of rolling. Making sure it doesn't fall out again. Sometimes yeah!
What did you get?
The ladder, the massive one.
Oh no! So if you're like in my shoes where the kids have been grown and for some reasons they are home now because of this whole thing, please enjoy them. And if they're not going to school, they are really young, please enjoy them too. I know they turn the house upside down, but enjoy them because they grow up really quickly. So find fun things that you can do together, whatever age your kids are. And if you're living alone, you can, like I said, I've seen people who have actually made video calls and they play games with their colleagues, with their friends. Yeah, see if it is something you can engage in. Just find something fun you can do if you're on your own, and if you have family or you're living with friends or you're sharing, it's also an opportunity to engage, use it as an opportunity to build relationships. Yes, by engaging all these family activities, you're actually building relationships. What act of kindness? Yes, if you've been listening to the news around here in the UK, there are people who have gone out of their ways to knock on their neighbors' houses, making sure that they're okay. Yes, you keep a social distance from them. You knock and you move back, they come out, you have a little chat just to check up on them. Yes, but if you're in that situation that you can't, or you don't feel safe enough to go to your neighbor or approach them, or you don't really have anybody you feel comfortable approaching, yes, you can also make donations to charities or donations to people online who will be able to reach those people who are in need. Yes, a lot of people are in need now. So if you search out in your neighborhood and search around you, you actually find a way that you can contribute as a way of showing kindness to people. Yeah, a little kindness goes a long way. So my final point is prayer and meditation. By praying and meditating, irrespective of your religion, you are connected with your maker. And connecting with God, it reaffirms that hope in you, that confidence. You draw faith from your belief to hold on for the future, because we know that this too shall pass. This pandemic will pass and we will all make it. So keep hope alive by praying, by meditating, not just praying for yourself. Pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray for your neighbors, pray for your nation, and pray for the world. We all need God's intervention at this time. So that's where I'll be ending this video for now. Remember, if you've not still subscribed, please click on that red subscribe button and the notification icon. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. I really need that thumbs up if you find this video useful. Don't forget to share. Leave your comments below so that we can interact together. Let me also learn from your own point of view. Till next video, take care, stay safe, social distancing, wash your hands, and this too shall pass. Bye bye.